You know what it is. It's the Front Left podcast, Front Left of All Conversations. My name's Teza and I'm joined with...
Mr. Alpaca. Yo, it's Trey, you knows alpacas, but yo, it's my life. It's Josh, obviously. Josh _ LFTS. Wow, here.
Mr. Risk It All.
And the risk it all in it. But we got my bro. We've talked about him a couple of times on the pod.
Yeah.
Munir Sakim!
Mr. Mighty Mose.
No introduction needed. I'm disgusting. I'm even school in Justin. What? He had roots, so I cussed him. There's no school in Junior. There's no school in Joseph. I'm ready for the war like Munir Moses. Hey.
You know what? Speaking of not Jamie, flipping. What's his name?
Skepta.
Joseph. That's it. Speaking of Joseph Adenuga.
Come on.
A.K. Mr. I don't even know. What's his
Skepta,
nickname? No, what's his other nickname?
No, I don't even know, fam.
What is going on?
Bro, I've forgotten his nickname,
Yeah.
It's gone out my head.
Meridian Man.
But that wasn't what I was going for anyway. I was going to say the link.
The Mediterranean. You hear me? I don't even know how to say it correctly. The Mediterranean seas.
He's like, you can swim good.
Yeah, you hear me?
Now, what I was going to say is shout out to AJ, man like Anthony Joshua, because he won his trial. Not AJ Tracy.
I'm joking.
Anthony Joshua, because he won his titles back, didn't he? Now he's
big up, man.
Yeah, that's the link from Big Skeppy to AJ.
Yeah, man. We're doing it. Nigerian people are doing it big, to be fair. Like, come on. We have to bring it back. Heavyweight, undisputed. You know what, yeah? You know what I hate about people? This is how you know society is a bit whack. When AJ lost against Ruiz in the first fight, innit? The way everyone turned against man. It was like, yo, AJ shit, he should retire. He's fucking shit. He's waste. Fake. Then AJ's like, bun the trim. You know, I knew man was gonna win because when you don't have time for a trim, you know you're on crud.
Yeah.
Like, man didn't even brush his teeth. All he had was, I need to win. Everything else is second nature. Man actually went to the fight with no trim.
War season?
Bro, I get a trim weekly. For me to get a knockout without a trim is hard. I always go to my trim.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's fine. It's the trim.
Yeah.
The power of the trim must have decreased his power, man.
It did.
Yeah.
Nah, he came into it.
Came sharp.
Like Samsung, man.
But what I rate about AJ is that...
hold on.
Oh, yeah.
What did you just say?
The Bible, man.
Oh,
yeah,
I rate that. That's a big shout.
I thought you said Samsung. I was like, what the f...
What?
No. I heard something else.
Samsung?
Yeah,
Samsung.
I get it. Anyway, what we're going to talk about today, the Front Left lads on Monday night, we went to a concert. And the concert we went to was D Block Europe.
DBE,
which was...
Fuck a pussy girl, fuck a girl.
Which was... I mean, it doesn't sound like that.
No. That's how... all I know is D Block should just become young ads.
Used to be poor. Score. My young ad was born with auto-tune in his neck, you know.
Nah, for real.
The speaking every 2 seconds, one. He was just like...
He actually flows with it, though. Because when that little youth... started speaking on it didn't sound well.
Didn't work with him. Anyway, so when we were at DBE, it was an interesting experience for us because...
do you know what DBE stands for?
D Block Europe.
No, the best day ever. Mad thing.
That wasn't the best day ever.
The best day ever.
Yeah, it's like...
It's just scowls, yeah?
No, it's like...
The best day ever.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what it stands for.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. The best day ever.
Do you know what? Mac Miller had an album called The Best Day Ever? But it was the best day ever.
Yeah.
But anyway, as we were saying about DBE and the concert, so we were there and... Yeah, we felt like granddads. Well, I felt like a granddad.
Yo, the fans turned out though when we got there quite early, and the queue was a Mazzoline.
Yeah.
Mazzoline.
I've never queued that long to enter a place. But do you know what was mad? Because when we got in there was actually nobody in there. So there's settings that I've queued for before, and there is a bit of people. No, but the way to do Albert Hall. They lock it. They don't even open the door.
No,
they wait for everyone to queue 7 blocks down.
Take photos.
That's definitely social media.
Yeah.
But anyway, like we were saying about DBA and feeling like a granddad and stuff, what we noticed in there was the demographic. You know, obviously D Block Europe, they're talking about lean and Molly and Xanax. Lean.
No, that's quite sick, that.
Yeah. Talking about flipping how, you know, they just sing about pussy in every single song. Just singing about how they want to have sex.
These men actually need to talk to Fred. Whatever happened to Fred?
The fuck's Fred, man? Do you mean Frank? Do you remember?
Is that Fred?
Oh, wait, yeah, it's Frank. Do you know what? I didn't get it. I was like, who the fuck's Fred? I was like,
you're right, yeah.
I was thinking.
I thought I was right. You thought I was right too.
I didn't think of an F anyway. Shit, yeah. Talk to Frank, yeah, because them on. The influence is clear to see because the youngsters that were there, boys and girls, like some of them seemed like they were on Molly, some of them seemed like they were smoking
induced.
weed.
Yeah.
Some of them were just, I think they just get too deep into the culture. So
don't get me wrong.
Was it at Albert Hall?
No, it was at Victoria Warehouse.
This guy calls an Albert Hall.
Funny story. So Connor meets me after work, and I've already told people in work that I'm going D Block, and they're like, "You going D Block?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's an Albert Hall." So Connor meets me after work now. He's like, "Yo, come, we're going back to the flat." I was like, "But it's in town." Like, I was like, "Albert Hall's just Albert Square." This is the funny bit of it. So he's like, "Cool." I was like, "I'll put my bag in Trey's car when Trey comes through." So I'm like, "Yo, then these men are going to Victoria Warehouse." I'm like, "Right." In my head, I thought these men are going to the whole completely wrong venue. So if I told them I'll meet you there after work, I'll be standing outside.
There was actually a concert there as well,
Bro, I will fully believe in it. It was
so when we got to like Victoria Warehouse, Josh was like, "Oh, why are we at Victoria?" I was like, "Bro, the concert's here." He's like, "Shit."
100.
Yeah, he would have gone to the wrong place. But as I was saying, the question that we were discussed beforehand, and I was pushing to these guys, it's like, is music of that kind of genre, like rap music, trap music, whatever you want to call it, I like to call it the Snapchat generation music, with these mumble rappers and auto-tune and all that kind of stuff. Is their influence so great that everyone now tries to be a part of it and like tries to integrate it in their lifestyle?
I think everyone kind of. I wouldn't even say just the mumble rap or what you're saying.
I mean like those are the
hip hop.
That's the new wave of the rappers.
It's the new hip hop, but you need to think 10 years ago or 15 years ago, it was like
50 Cent game.
50 Cent.
Yeah.
It was like baggy clothes, all this like it was already. It's always been an influence, gang culture to be with rap music. It's always been a thing. So people feel like I'm gonna listen to rap, I'm gonna listen to drill, I'm gonna listen to this, I'm gonna do that. You need to think like the fluctuation of like weed. There was a song, what was talking about Molly. This is when Molly first come out.
Pop the Molly, I'm sweating.
There was another one, I can't remember. But
was it the one with Rick Ross in? Was it?
I think there's been loads.
Nah,
but
the one with Rick Ross he got in trouble for that.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second.
Then there's stuff like that really induces. So I wouldn't say it's just this culture. I think music in a whole has that kind of thing. Because don't get me wrong, like we went D Block, and because it's that kind of music, the way we saw like 15 different fights.
Yeah.
Imagine now, come and see me at Kaluki, shades on, balloon in my mouth. Woo! 146 BPM. Yo! Warhead. C11 is just, yeah. Yes. Whoop that. But yeah, you need to think that like shit like that is changing. Because I think out of that, so many places, we've been 100 events now. So you need to think all the raves that we've been to and all the countries we've been to. I've only seen maybe a handful of 5 fights.
Yeah.
But when I went D Block, I saw like 10 fights.
Bro,
in
7
one
fights.
I had to stop the first fight, like pull my don.
7 fights
That
kicked
first
off
one
before D Block
were
stopped.
even on.
And then one kid thought he was Jackie Chan in it.
Flying kicks.
He actually tried to do like he got up. And then he tried to do like a spinning some sort of
Chris
kick.
Brown does in his music
Yeah.
He actually tried to do that and just it didn't land at all. He just failed.
It was wild.
He landed on the
Mad
floor
still.
and then this other guy came and just kicked him in his head. It was deep.
Do you know when you grabbed that kid though? The amount of flash phones, I was like,
yeah, everyone was
Yeah,
just
everyone
recording.
was
it.
recording.
It was
That's
just
just
mad.
the reflection of society. Instead of people
Exactly.
everyone was just trying to like.
I was like, I didn't
And
want to
just
see
bait.
man to get beat in it. So it was like, it was peak because he was taking the lickings, and I thought, I have to not help him. I wouldn't fight for him and Brad to pull him out of the
Did you know
situation.
his mates were just watching?
Yeah, because his mates didn't want to get beat up.
Yeah, but they could have
Yeah,
just
true.
dragged
no,
him out though.
that's true. You need to think though, fear.
Yeah,
You need to think about it, innit? This set, man. You need to think about it now. There's a lot of guys that will say like, if I was in that position, I would have fucked up the whole clique. You ain't gonna fuck up no clique because you need to think that you need to be in a situation because a lot of people, fear is a tricky one. Because I could come and tell you now, like, if 5 man or not even 5 man, if 2 guys, because I said this last time, I could body 36 people.
Yeah, you did.
Everyone's messaging you like, how can you body? It's easy, man. But but like for real, like everyone's born differently. Like I ain't really scared as a lot of people. So for me to get into that situation, I ain't scared. But then you need to think they were kids, or they were kids.
Not kids, but
Not
they're
kids,
like
but
18, 19, 20.
But even after you stopped the first time, the group of mates were egging him to go back as well.
Yeah.
But that comes from, because probably, I mean, I'm just guessing, but they might not have been sober. And on top of that, they just gassed. And because it seemed like he lost the fight in the first place, so you can imagine your
man
boys
got
going
annihilated.
like, yo, you need to get him back kind of thing.
Team. But then if your boy's not backing you, like I wouldn't. No offense, but I would not even no offense. I'm just gonna say it out there, like I wouldn't expect no one in our clique to really back me if I get into a fight, because at the end of the day, it's like it's my problem, and then at the same time, fear. I generally believe that fear is a big part to play in it, because some people could go and do shit. There's a couple of people that I know that can back me, or I know who to call. If I know how shit to call, I know who I'm gonna call first time, and I know who I'm not gonna call first time, because at the end of the day, not everyone could go and be like do things, because consequences. There's consequences that shit happens. If you throw a punch, that could be someone's last punch that you're gonna throw. Or
yeah, it's true.
You're even people can say I can throw punches, but when you receive a punch, that is
It's
the
totally
way
different
it's totally
thing.
different.
Yeah.
So then you're gonna be like, oh shit, how am I gonna take it?
Even if
So
you was a throw punch, man, like that's why I would never fight, because I don't know my own strength, especially if you're angry as well, and if you're like, you know you can, well, not know you can fight, but you know that you can cause damage to someone else, or you think you can. You're gonna hit them with more force, or whatever. You're gonna try and it's a fight. You're gonna try and like injure someone. So
It's even worse if you think you can, but you actually can't.
yeah,
So that's the funniest. Man would be throwing punches like crazy boys in the hood. When you see that, and you look, don't trade. I would have just grips me along like, fuck it, I ain't fighting. Come love. I was looking to kiss her like, mwah.
Do you remember that one time
What time?
outside
What
on
time?
Deansgate Road, Deansgate Locks,
Which one? What time was that?
when
I don't really like to speak about man.
it's just
I don't like speaking about man. I know he's gonna say I don't even want to speak about man. For real, I've said this in the beginning of one of the first episodes. I don't even want to get into it, but
okay.
I don't act
Okay.
like my guy. But yeah.
all right. We'll move on then.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who you were talking about. So anyway, back to what we were saying about.
I know who he's talking about, but he will tell you afterwards,
Alright,
and then
cool.
we'll be like, rah, yeah.
Coolio. Anyway, like I was saying about DB, because you said about like it's in all cultures and stuff, but do you think it's the younger generation who are more easily influenced, or do you think that kind of music anyone can be influenced? So is it like a certain kind of demographic and age, like say 16 to, I don't know, 22, or do you think it can?
I think it can just be throughout whatever age. You know, if you fully
Is it more so to do with like your background kind of thing, the individual's background?
No, I wouldn't say that. Like, you know, I listen to Future. I kind of class not them like the same type of artist, but
Nah,
when
I'd say they are.
he had DS2, I was on a mad thing. I was going on a mad one. Like,
See, I feel like American
Fuck your
rappers
bitch
bring
with
like a
some
whole
Gucci
completely.
flip-flops.
I think they bring a whole completely different wave, because it's like when American people come and perform in England, it's a bigger venue, and it's like it's not your small local Victoria warehouse and stuff. It's like all the gal, all the man, all the people,
Everyone.
go to these
But
things.
that's why I was saying it. Is that age range more like, can they be more impression more so because to me that kind of lifestyle in America is a lot more common, whereas in the UK it's a very small percentage. So when I see certain people like dressing in that kind of, there's nothing wrong with how you dress, but like trying to almost replicate how the rappers are, and I'm thinking, is that your reality or you're just influenced by it?
But you need to realize that a lot of places are shut down in America, so there's a whole thing about like they shut down a lot of appearances and then they do it in clubs. So you need to think you need to be 21 and over to be in clubs. So that's where it kind of cuts, because most of these artists do a lot of club appearances, and a lot of the shows that they actually have smaller shows, if they're like your DBs get shut down because of all this gang violence and so on and so forth. So you can kind of regulate it when you have club appearance, who's in, who's out, who's in, who's out, then going to an event. Like when we went to Victoria Wales, anyone could go, there's no dress code, there's no swag, you can just go in and do
it
what
must
you
have
need.
been like It must have been like 14 and over women.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Literally.
it's just one of them. But I said this when I went to Nines, it was exactly the same shop. Like, it was like Tracksuit Mafia, but it was like kids who Tracksuit Mafia. But to be fair, we all used to be Tracksuit Mafia. So then it's not to say
it's not so much like, oh, go on.
To this day. That's to this day.
No, I was gonna say it's not so much to do with like how they dress or anything. It's just like the whole kind of adopting the persona. Some of them come because you can't tell some of the people that were there, like the guy that was in front of us with the sunglasses on, who knew every word to everything.
Did you speak to man?
I spoke to man.
He was straight from Kuwait.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. That is what I'm saying.
He was
man,
like,
that's what I'm saying. When he goes home, he's not doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
he was like, he must have been like an exchange student or something. He's like, bro, if you're telling me just to chill, I'll just chill. I was like, yo, just live your life, man. He's like,
but he knew every word. He was just like,
man, leave, man. Do you know
sunglasses
what?
on.
You know what? It's nice to see somebody like enjoying themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was
He
hyping
was
him
cool.
up. He was cool.
But that's the thing, because I was saying, like, obviously his reality is not that. And he goes home and he's there sitting with his mum, they're sitting there drinking the sip Moroccan tea or whatever it is. And then when he comes DVE, he's like, lean, love of my life. I think I'm gonna fuck you tonight.
But yeah, man, he didn't lie.
Nah,
I just said
for
to
real.
him, yo, you're here for DBE, man. Enjoy your night, man. That's
For
it,
real,
man.
G.
Maybe people just latch onto it just to get their own little alternate reality.
You need to think about
Maybe
the times
so.
that we was best. Like, fuck it, I've had some times that, yo, man, we living. So he's living the time we was living.
Yeah.
Because there's times that, yo, we've all fell off. And
No,
we was
obviously,
really
it's
sick.
not even like that. I just mean because of the type of... It's different when you listen to, like, say, house, or you listen to Afrobeat or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you listen to that kind of music, that can put you in a different headspace. Like, if you listen to drill, that can make you want to do a mad thing.
But that's why they listen to drill. For juggins. Muck.
Splash, splash.
The ching chong and the bing
Ching,
bong.
ching.
Yo, that's what they want to do, innit? But that's what I'm saying. That music,
Chings.
that you need to think that so we talk about this and work and stuff. The amount of music that we listen to, because we listen to like a lot of minimal and like tribal kind of house.
yeah.
Do you think about it? As soon as we throw on our headphones, we're jumping. So like I'm at my desk like whoa, pump the jam. I hear fist pumping the air, man. You need to think. But then when I go gym, and I start putting on like grime and stuff.
Yeah,
Man's like,
you
yo,
wanna get gas.
it is war session. Then I follow the house, and man's like, Hey, if you see, ask him. It's actually jokes because when I throw a house in the gym, I start clapping like a peg. Well, you're just clapping to the beat, man. Yeah, just I'm actually like a sexy thing at Ocean Beach. He's gonna approach you. Where's the ball?
Mad. But you shared something on Insta like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think it was to do with like, was it something like serotonin, dopamine, and stuff
Serotonin
like
and
that?
dopamine,
Do you think music can have that same effect? And like,
100%.
Yeah, it's proven because like it's feel good, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
a lot of the time music's entertainment, but a lot of people probably use music to escape reality or to go into the feelings or as a cure, basically. Because I mean, sometimes you can be in a bad mood and then you can throw on a track, and then that track is associated with a memory, and all of a sudden you're having the best time of your life. Like sometimes I can be walking and I'm just like, I'm tired or whatever, and I'm just like, I need to go and sleep. Then I'll be listening to music and then I'll flick on, like, I'll put it on shuffle, and then like a house song will come on and it will remind me like being before you guys, and then we'll be out, I don't know, wherever we've been. The next minute I'm walking down the road, I'm just like, yes.
For me, it used to be Sonny Fodera High. You know,
Hi.
it feels so good. And I used to
Yeah.
think of it because that was like early 2015, 16.
Yeah.
And I always used to look at it, I was like, yo, that was
was a
when
good
we all
time.
lived in well-being. I was like, yo, I always smile at it as well because I'm like, yo, we was all together. And that was the period when we was doing the most for everything as well. So I always think that that's actually sick. So that for me, that's that track. I haven't heard it in a while, to be fair, so I'm gonna bang it before I go sleep.
The man can
Yo,
reminisce.
for real, man.
So man can
Fuck
reminisce. But yeah, anyway, continuing on the music section, I know Trey's got some stuff to push because we were talking about Nipsey Hussle. Well, I wasn't personally, but it came out on like different platforms about whether Nipsey Hussle is actually a legend.
Yeah.
And some people, I think his name is Wack
Whack 100.
Yeah, he was kind of saying that like Nipsey Hussle isn't really a legend because he's not a legend musically, because basically his kind of idea of what a legend is what has that artist done musically, and how much has that artist given to the industry, and what numbers and stats wise has that artist been able to produce for everybody to basically like remember him from. And then he was criticised for it because basically people were saying like Nipsey's more than just a music. He's an activist. He's a mogul for his community. He's someone who pushes, like, you can be in the hood, but you don't have to have that hood mentality. You can be someone more than like what your environment is basically. And then Jay, you can take it from there.
Yeah, so I watched a little interview. It was yesterday, I think it was. Breakfast Club, like another rapper from like LA, The Game. And I got like a little clip in like 40 seconds, so I'll just play that and then see what your thoughts are from that.
Wait. How is this gonna pick up on?
Yeah. What if I die tonight, or one day when they kill me? Because the only thing that's promised on this earth is death. Everybody in this room and everybody listening, everybody's got a date. When that date is, we don't know, but we know it's coming. So as a hip hop artist, it's what we do. Everybody's done it, from Tupac to Biggie to, Jay-Z, like everybody, Eminem. So when he did it, I didn't think nothing of it. Like, it was a dope verse. Right. I thought it was a dope verse. After that happened and I listened back, I don't understand how it's crazy, man. And I say that with because it damn near like rips me to shreds, because the way he says it and what is being said. I probably die in these streets, but I survived through my name. How did you know that? Because
that was eerie to me, bro.
Because Nip, you couldn't tell me that Nip would have known that his legacy would be as big as it is. That it would be murals up in South Africa and in Australia and Ireland before Nip died. Like, nobody really outside of like regional and like people who really listen.
So yeah, like. I wouldn't say that I was a Nipsey Hussle fan or anything like that, but I listened to like a few. I knew what he was about, do you know what I mean? But then, like, obviously since him dying, I went into a little bit more what he does, and then I was like, oh, he's really somebody that's actually like about his community, like you were saying to me earlier today, about like all the other stuff that he does do. But I don't know. I think I classify like a legend or somebody who's like legendary as somebody who either leaves a mark or like a positive sort of. Like an impression on somebody. Do you know what I mean?
So you need to think of it this way. So it's peak to say, because I don't really like speaking on someone dying, and it's a bit mad. But in terms of commercial success, he ain't a bad man.
Yeah.
He's not. So what WAC 100 said is facts.
Yeah, it's facts.
He sold. It's peak because people idolize people more when they're gone than when they're actually alive. Yeah. But it's like when Michael Jackson died. Michael Jackson died with the same. He died with like hitting records, and then when
Michael Jackson, king of pop.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He hit records, and then when he died, he hit even more records. It's like if Drake died. Drake will be like even hitting more records. Nipsey Hussle was only hitting records when he died, so you need to look at it as a commercial success. He wasn't making he only brought out one studio album, so he didn't do it as like he went putting out many projects. He's like known as like he had a cult following. Our class, Tyler Creator, more of a legend than Nipsey Hussle.
I wouldn't even class Tyler.
No, it's true. I don't. 100%.
I wouldn't even class Tyler the Creator as a legend though.
No, but.
I know what he's trying. I know what he's trying to say though.
If you're coming from the musical angle,
a musical,
you
need to think as well. Tyler's got golf. I think Tyler's done a lot more than Nipsey. 100%.
In terms of music,
no, not even just music, like other stuff.
It depends
how you look at it.
You need to look at it.
No, I wasn't even going to say that.
You need to look at it. Nipsey's done things for like his Compton in it. So you need to think of it. He's a legend in his area. He's only gave back to his community.
I don't know whether it's just his area though, but I feel like he gets respect from America in general.
He gets respect for what he did for his people in his area.
Yeah, it started.
So that's what I'm saying. He hasn't, and you need to think he opened his store in LA.
Yeah.
So then, he's good now because you need to think about it. He's in a scene where there's a lot of rappers who are from LA.
Yeah.
So then he's getting more recognition from a lot of higher people. But you need to think about it this way. Imagine if he wasn't a rapper and he still did what he was doing in LA, he would only get the love from people in LA, and it will kind of like It's only because you got a widespread
depending on who endorses him, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's you just said it.
Yeah.
Who endorsed him?
Yeah.
So,
but I know he already had a following.
No. But that is the key word.
Yeah,
endorsed.
no, I'm not disagreeing. I'm saying if he wasn't a rapper, he would have still had his like platform, but he wouldn't have been as well known.
Yeah.
But now, because he is a rapper, that is propelled it.
I don't even think he was that well known when he was alive.
Maybe not.
He probably wasn't.
He was a niche artist.
That's what I'm trying to say, and that's what I'm saying. Tyler, the Creator's got more of a... In terms of commercial success...
Do you mean just like as a global name brand, Tyler, the Creator's bigger than Nipsey Hussle?
A lot bigger.
Yeah,
It's fair to
100%.
say.
He's a lot bigger.
Through.
Yeah, and I generally feel like golf is bigger than Nipsey Hussle
Yeah,
stuff.
I'd say it is, yeah.
Not disputing that it is,
So then you need to think of it that way. He died, and then kind of like now people are glorifying him because he died. But then they start now highlighting. It's like they didn't know what he did when he was alive. Now that he's died, people are now saying, oh, he did this, he did that. And it's like, okay, cool. You wouldn't have known the things, but he only did it in central LA. So he's helped the people that he just really gave back to his community. I
think that's what he said in one of his interviews, though. That's
all
really
he needs to do.
Yeah.
It's like saying now, pay for example, Trent Arnold.
Yeah.
He bought a lot of houses around
West Derby and stuff. Where he's from.
Yeah. So you need to think that he's not a legend, yeah, but he's giving back to his community. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's the same kind of process as what Nipsey did, because he bought stuff to try and help back.
But are you trying to say in some sort of way that to be a legend you need to do more than just your local community? You need to be
not
global?
even just. It's not even just. He's not a legend, yeah, but he's doing.
No,
he's
I mean,
giving back.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying Trent. I'm just saying for anybody. Like, are you trying to say that like to be considered a legend?
To be considered a legend, you can be considered. You need to. There's tiers to this, bro.
Yeah,
there's actually.
That's
tiers.
what I'm getting at. Can you be considered a legend if you're just doing it?
You can be the Scouse legend, where people see you on a night out and be like, he's a legend, him, lad. Yeah. He's a legend, him. Oh, do you know, he's a legend. That is 0.5 of the tier.
Not even one. You know, you need to be a leg end for that.
When you, and then it goes up. Then you become a postcode bad boy.
Jeez, come on.
You become a top boy. Where everyone's like, yo, do you know, man? Do you know, man? They're like, ooh, edgy from the lane. You don't even need to say, man. You need to say man's first name. Know. You're like, yeah, I know, my brother. That is. You know, that is tier 1. There's tier 2, where now you're like, you got a bit of clout. You're out here. You've started nationwide. You started doing stuff. They're like, you know what? Yeah, you not even grabbing cheeks. Oh, you actually throw cheeks. You always do this, you know.
Wow.
But yeah, it's just when you can be that nationwide where people know now, recognize it. It's like, you've done so well. It's like Trevor McDonald.
So it's all about consistency. Yeah, how many times
Trevor McDonald is a big boy. Trevor McDonald's a big boy in the UK. No.
How is that your example? Why like Trevor McDonald?
What's with you these cheeks? Relax.
Trent's funny today, man.
Trevor McDonald is a big boy in the UK. But you can't take Trevor McDonald and throw him somewhere else. You're like, why is Kofi Annan here? Kofi Annan. So then there's tier, then there's upper tiers there where you're out and everyone now recognizes what you've done. It's like, perfect example, Cliff Richard and Bob Geldof.
Okay.
Biggest legends ever. Okay. Live Aid.
Yeah.
Musical terms.
They're doing more than just selling the albums.
Bro, they did everything. Live Aid was big in the 70s, and then they brought it back when we was in school. Yo, let them know it's Christmas time. Oh, feed the world. I was coming out like the never-ending story. But like, they're legends that when these men die, that people are gonna be like, yo, These brothers. But then there's people.
John Lennon and them.
Yeah,
man.
you get what I'm saying. But there's them people. It's just like there is tiers to it, and it's what you do.
So what tier is Nipsey then?
It's hard though because you
hard.
need to I think to categorize someone in a tier, you need to have like you need to create that kind of hierarchy in front of you. You need to know who's in the top and who's in the bottom for you to then place someone in there, because my tier of legends may not be the same as like your tier of legends.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it needs to be like kind of a universal standpoint. So like people call Biggie and Tupac legends, but like to other people they'd be like, well, Biggie was only rapping for 5 years. Like, why is he so much of it? People rap Biggie every lyric word for word 20 years after he died, but he was only doing it for 5 years. That's the kind of legacy that he left. But then there's, I don't know, I'm trying to think of another example. So
I was going to use a basketball example, if that's okay.
yeah, go for it.
So who would you say is like the greatest basketball player in the world?
Kobe
Like,
Bryant.
No,
Kobe.
What are you talking about, brother?
Oh, I'm joking.
Wait, are you talking
only
about
'cause I
all
seen
time or
Like-
in
like-
my generation?
No,
it's Michael Jordan.
all time.
In my generation, I'm gonna say Michael Jordan.
So like obviously everyone
Michael
knows, obviously never lost in the finals, blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? But
6 rings, baby.
obviously for me, body of work and like specimen he is, LeBron James, man. I
LeBron
think.
James.
See,
But then this is where you can categorize it, like
that's where it changed because a lot of people say like Abdul.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
and then
yeah. And then
other
Bill
people say-
Russell's won like 11 titles.
Yeah,
you know
see,
what I
that's
mean?
what I'm saying.
So,
So it
like
depends
on what.
It's like
And
if
then a
you
lot of
took it to
people say
football.
Hakeem Olajuwon is one of the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people say it's mad because sports different. Sports like every generation has like, you need to think as well, the technical, like back then they're kicking footballs that weigh cement. So then
How far back are you talking?
I was talking about in the 40s, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're kicking balls. So then you got
It was
all
made
these
from
man.
pigskin.
Yeah, you got man like Dixie Dean, who's like, you got statues. And then you got, when you fast forward it, you got like Beckenbauer. Dudum, dudum. And numero dos, you don't know the average.
I do know it. I know you always reference that
You
average.
love
Yo, the average big. Wait,
Who do you want on your team?
Messi.
Oh,
Beckenbauer.
just the
Beckenbauer.
The Adidas one with the two little
I'm
kids.
gonna jog at the Benito. That's the
If you
Nike one,
don't give
innit?
my football back, I'm gonna tell my dad off you.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
I know the Jogo
Yeah.
Benito's a
Jogo
legendary.
Benito's fucking heavy.
But yeah, so obviously to categorize like Nipsey as a legend in a tier, it just depends on who
He's looking at it.
who's looking at it.
facts.
Are you doing it as a fan perspective? Are you doing it because for me, I can't class Nipsey as a legend, bro. I knew like 4 songs. I knew his work, and I knew like he was gonna do his Dr. Sabi like into his documentary on Dr.
Yeah.
Sabi and stuff.
Apparently, he didn't even credit the family for that, you know. They came out saying
really?
that he went ahead with the whole documentary.
Oh.
And like,
Without the
so I
consent.
knew him as that kind of person, but his music wise, like when he passed and when everyone was like throwing it all over the stories and stuff, I was like, oh, this is a tragedy, someone's passed away. But like, I was thinking, since when is everyone a Nipsey
Yeah.
fan? But I guess obviously, not everyone's gonna tell everyone or promote everybody who they listen to. But
See, when Mac Miller died, it hit me because I listened to Mac Miller.
yeah, I remember growing up.
So
listening to
like Mac Miller and like Wiz Khalifa was like the things. I was in school then, so I was like,
that. 2011. So when everyone used to wear go Top Man and have Rihanna jumpers, snapback chinos,
and the Pittsburgh cap. Yeah,
and them hoodies
yeah.
from Urban Outfitters.
yeah.
that used to
No,
be-
American Apparel.
American Apparel. And you used to
American
tie like
Apparel,
that.
man.
And everyone used to wear multicolored clothes
So
that
back
match.
then was so bad as well. But yeah, that was.
Teach you how to do it. Teach you how
Yeah,
to do
man.
it.
I was out here chicken noodle soup and a good old sat.
And soda on the side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
those were the days, man. Back
But,
in the day.
It is a bit different, but as I said, we glorify people who died because it's not nostalgia as well. It's kind of remembering their memory, but at the same time, you should have done it at the beginning. But at the same time, people don't understand a person's body away. It's like an artist's art gets more valued when they're dead, and or if it's a one of a kind.
Yeah.
So then it's the same way compared to music as well. It's like the Wu-Tang have one album. There's only one album of it, and no one's heard the songs, and it's worth like XX amount.
Yeah.
So then imagine if the whole clan die. Do you know how much that album be worth?
Pioneers.
Mad.
So then it's just mad. So stuff like that is just, I just feel like it's because we just need to look at it this way. Even though we do live long, time is actually quite short.
Yeah.
So then you never know when you're gonna die. So people die at any time. But
Yeah.
it's one of them when you don't even live a full fulfilled life. That's when you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna remember my man. And
It's
then,
mad because your 8th day gone tomorrow. Like that rapper.
Yeah,
died,
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, yeah. I was watching another interview today, and in one of his songs, is it Lucid Dreams? Is it?
Yeah, I can't
Something
remember
about-
the name of it. Yeah.
Something about
No, he talks
the
about
27 club or something like
yeah,
that.
but he's saying I might not even make it
It's
past
past
21.
21. Yeah.
So this is the thing that I was thinking about. Was like these rappers are almost writing prophecies of what happens, and then it happens. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Like this is me coming with from some kind of conspiracy angle, but like some of the rap, especially that comes from America, man. I feel like we spoke about this before, like industry plants and it's being pushed and stuff. But like it's a bit too coincidental.
People be saying Illuminati and all that.
Yeah, it's a bit too coincidental, man. But the Juice WRLD story was a bit mad. Apparently, like I don't think they've done the autopsy to check his body and stuff like that. But like, apparently he was on a plane and he was hiding from the feds because he had weapons.
So
He had
apparently,
bare weed on him, and he was trying to hide some pills, so he just popped like bare Xanax.
shit. So they found when they opened his trunk,
Yeah.
I think it was 41 bags of
Percocets.
marijuana,
I think it was Percocets as
6
well.
bottles of what do you call it, codeine,
Yeah.
cough syrup or whatever,
Yeah.
and apparently 3 guns or something like that.
It's like that's the whole thing because of that kind of lifestyle that's pushed. Then the younger ones who, like we were talking about before, are kind of influenced by it and they think it's cool. But to be honest, them man all have like issues, and if you probably ask the majority of them, they probably won't want to live that kind of life. You can't be going. You're on the run from the police. You gotta hide drugs in by taking them. Like it's crazy. It is actually mad.
It's a Mazzolina, but it's one of them as well. Like, someone tweeted something the other day, and first time in my life, I love Twitter. I had to like X off the shit, man, because I was like, this is stupid. He said, someone needs to say something about the music industry because they're killing all these young black. Or no, they didn't say young black. Said someone needs to take a look at the music industry because all these artists are dying before they reach 30. And it was like they said Mac.
Oh, because there's
X. Juice WRLD and somebody else.
Little Peep, was it?
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
this is not the music industry.
These
I felt
men
like
are
you're
drug addicts.
Like, yeah, it was like 2 overdosed.
Yeah.
1 was over robbing,
Yeah.
and I was like, how is this in the music industry? Juice WRLD died because he was trying to smuggle Percocets. He tried to clear a bit of the evidence and he overdosed.
Yeah.
That's how he died. People then they were like, it was the music industry that killed, man. It's not.
No, it's not.
No offense, yeah. No, I feel so bad speaking about it, but you don't smuggle drugs on a plane. Like, you don't do things like this. Like, when people get out in the morning and be like, yo, fuck it, you can get drugs anywhere. Like, and plus, you're a celebrity. Do you know, you could, if you know you're performing, you know you could tell your riders, I want drugs on your rider, and they would actually get that.
Get it anywhere, innit?
That is, no. If you're performing for someone and you tell them you want coke as your rider, they would do it.
Maybe so.
So then, it's true.
Yeah.
It's actually bare true. So then I'm thinking, why do you want to go out of your way to smuggle drugs from Chicago to LA or wherever you're going when you know you can go to the next state and get it? Drugs is drugs. Wherever you go. It's not going to be a Mazzolina, so why are you risking it? And then why are you taking guns? Like,
some people allow guns though. They got licenses. And
no,
it's
but
okay,
these men didn't have a license.
Nah, these weren't the guns that you had license for. They're probably like self-defense and they're probably illegal. But I mean, that's the lifestyle that they're living. So I just don't want these young ones to be following suit. You know, even though I sound like an old man here saying these young ones like I'm 62 or something. But it is all crazy out here. What happened to the days where you used to go concerts and try and get gal? Drink.
Don't know about them days.
Yeah, man said Trey doesn't know about them.
Trey still does this
Yeah,
thing.
no, man.
Still does
It's
this
the
thing.
trigger.
Relax.
Mr. Tremaine songs.
It's treasure, man.
Yeah,
Treasure, man.
treasure. Man actually came in with a sweet with it. Mum was like, it's tested from FrontLeft, and then Trey was like, it's treasure. God, the fuck's man out here saying, yo, just call me treasure. I was like, hey, what is happening here?
The voice notes you sent to gal.
I don't send no voice notes to
This
gal.
guy's lying.
I'm not lying.
He's doing sweet boy onto. Do you know what? This leads us to our next. topic because
can't believe this.
what you're doing is being a politician right now. One's clearing his name. It's crazy.
I don't think I can get into politics before
don't
they
worry.
tell me.
Don't
yo,
rush.
I listen to the podcast and I know what you're doing. Do you know how many scandals there'd be out there?
Well, Josh is a politician.
Bro, it'd be fucking
It
crazy.
would actually be mad.
Man put out on his Instagram caption, let me hold the titty. Oh my god. Easy,
_lives.
Man, like, everyone be sending for man, innit?
That would actually be funny. Your
That'd
political
actually be
party,
so-
man.
If Trump can do it, man.
Imagine,
No,
yeah.
Anyone.
Trump. Do you know the Stormy Daniels?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was gonna reveal all man shit, innit?
Oh, did he bother
Trump's
you?
got a patent though.
He didn't
but
bother ya, but she didn't say no more.
Josh's political party
He didn't
manifesto,
bother,
man.
She didn't
is-
say no more. Even Bill Clinton was smashing cheeks. Only Monica Lewinsky was the only one who was brave enough to talk stuff.
Yeah, but do you ever?
Jeffrey Epstein
Nah,
didn't
did
kill
you-
himself. Let's get out there, man.
Every single time.
I had to
But-
get the plug in.
Do you remember when you man all used to have LimeWire back in the day?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you used to download the song?
What are you saying?
Because you download the porn. That's not what I was gonna say. That's not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna
No,
say
it's
is,
like-
do you remember when you used to download the song and sometimes in the beginning you'd have George Bush's sound bite? You heard it before when he
What did it
goes,
say?
I did not have sexual relations.
Really?
Yeah. You
No
download the
way.
song and you get the wrong version.
Or like when they got Rick rolled as well.
Yeah.
Never
but-
gonna give you.
Yeah, but
Oh,
some,
God, I-
some of them, I don't know what I'm saying there, but some of them used to have that little, because you remember there was a scandal.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know who the man
That's
was.
what-
I swear he's from like
Rick
Merseyside or something.
Is he?
Yeah.
Mad, everyone
Like
seems
Halle
to be
Berry,
from,
man.
yeah, I was going to say, everyone seems to be from
man didn't know
Merseyside.
that.
I swear.
You were actually thought I was chatting shit as well.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Hallie's from Verzach. She's actually from Verzach.
Yes, Kid Halle.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, when you used to download songs with Halsey, you know. Halsey, L26 and that. Yeah. But yeah, when you used to download the songs, you'd have that little voice note clip it of was it?
No,
Bill
it would have
Clinton?
been Bill Clinton.
Yeah, Bill Clinton,
Bill
yeah.
Clinton.
Saying, I did not have sexual relations with that
I
woman.
didn't even know
And I used to
that.
You're
listen to
watching
the...
too much porn, man.
My computer died after the first download each time. All these viruses are coming in, man. Fucking like swine flu.
When
Destroy
you, used
that.
to, you have to get what's that?
McPhee.
Yeah, McPhee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Antivirus.
yeah, antivirus
Wow,
McPhee.
Bear McPhee. I had too many subscriptions. I had to give a triple dose. No, school days was horrible, man. I was out here doing BBC Bite Size Next Minute porn. Come on, it was a mad thing.
I don't know how you used to skip
Yeah.
from that. I don't know how you used to get from BBC by time when we do revision.
Yo, I know Bear Man could come and tell me now. If you didn't do it when you was younger, you was out here doing GCSE revision. Boom. Next minute, boom. You're like, oh, how did we get here? And then boom. 7 talks later.
7 talks later.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
But
then we go
anyway.
again 20 minutes later. It was
Politics.
Wow. But yeah, as we were talking about politics, well, by the time this comes out, the general election would have already happened, but we're recording this on a Wednesday, so the general election is tomorrow on the Thursday, election day. So obviously, this coming up election day, you've had like record number of like young people. When I say young people, I think it's between the ages of 16 to 24 or 25.
16-year-olds can't vote.
Sorry, 18 to 25, but I don't know why I said 16. 18 to 25-year-olds registering to vote.
But they will be if Labour gets to
Yeah,
power.
man, that's what I was thinking of.
Oi.
Man knows the manifestos.
JC, come on.
But yeah, so we've had like a record number of people like registering to vote, and obviously Labour seems to be the I can't even see the word constituency. That's it for the people, and obviously depending on where you live, everyone seems to hate Tories, which are the Conservative
It's still a
Party.
choice between two idiots, though. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
well,
lie.
Do you think Jeremy Corbyn's an idiot?
Yeah, I think he's a liar.
Why?
I don't believe him. I don't know. There's just
I
something
don't.
about him.
I'd
I
rather have
don't-
Corbyn
I'd rather have Corbyn.
than Boris.
I'd rather have.
But
That idiot wants to do better for everyone.
I called this time ago because I said this time ago. I said Boris will become Prime Minister.
Yeah, I remember you said it.
I
ago.
said this.
Yeah,
I said this
yeah.
like what, 5 years
Because
ago.
when we were all living together, you
Yeah,
said, one day
I-
he'll become
Bro,
Prime Minister.
I knew it.
remember.
I knew Boris was gonna do it. You know when, it's like.
You can just see it.
No, it's not even just see it. What he was doing from the jump, it's like he had a PR team. It's like
I think the whole Trump getting in power has helped.
Not
him as
even
well,
just. I don't even think so. Boris was going to even become prime minister before Trump, and I feel like they marketed man perfectly. Like,
do you know what it is? He comes across as this character that he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's very, very clever. And because we live in a kind of a world now where social media pushes like memes and stuff, he's the perfect character.
He's the living meme.
Yeah, he's a living meme, just like how Donald Trump is. So these men can now be themselves and say the most reckless thing ever because, like, they're almost given a platform where people want to cancel them, but if they don't have those kind of characters, you don't have the cancel culture. So it's like supply and demand. It goes hand in hand. So it's Boris Johnson says stuff about women, Muslim women, and letterbox and stuff. But without that Boris Johnson, there's no people. There isn't that kind of need for people who are outraged. I'm not saying that like it's a good thing, the stuff he's saying, but it all goes hand in hand. But he is a living meme though. Even though he does know what he's doing. Do you see it?
He 100% knows all these eating messy guys, man.
What? Eating messy?
You went to eating, but eating messy.
Oh. Went over my head that one.
That was actually
underrated comment.
That was actually underrated comment.
I was thinking of the music when you said eating messy.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was like, how?
That's what I was putting in there, eating messy. Man, I'm like, oh my God.
That's eating mess.
What are you talking about?
When you said that, I was thinking of the food.
What's that?
Eating mess.
Oh, nah, eating messy. Don't you know, like eating messy, majestic casual?
Yeah.
Come on.
Destiny's Child remix.
Days.
But anyway, yeah, like I was saying about the whole politics thing. Yeah, so, as you were saying, why do you think Jeremy Corbyn's an idiot? I'm interested to.
I want to know this.
Okay, he's not particularly an idiot per se.
Those were strong words, man. The Labour community.
Now you put me on the spot. No, I think some of his policies seem a bit unrealistic.
But don't you think everyone's policies are unrealistic?
Yeah, but that's on the flip side. Okay. Everyone's policies are unrealistic, but I think he's kind of going too in on everything, on all angles, and I feel like it's not explained of how or where that money's actually going to come from.
I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
But I think he has to, because the Tories have been in power for 9 years, so if no one knows, we've had the Tories in power for 9 years, from Cameron to Theresa May to Boris Johnson. It's like just flipping a montage of just people who are just, I don't want to say anything bad. I don't want to come across like I'm on Labour's side, because I'm not really on Labour's side, but I'm not really on the Conservative sides. I'm not really on any side, but obviously I will push towards Labour because Boris Johnson don't like black people. I'm just saying it. The same way Kanye
like Muslims.
The same way Kanye said it about George Bush, I'm gonna say the same thing. So I can't be on his side. But anyway, yeah. They like, what was I saying? Yeah. So we've had like 9 years of Tory and stuff. But because Labour's so far behind, I think he has to then do more.
Yeah.
Do you know, like when you're trying too hard,
trying to make up for.
Yeah, you're trying to make up. So,
but then I feel like he needs to bring a little bit more honesty as well.
It's politicians though, man. Like.
But then again, he went honest last time, didn't he? And then he got.
But when you say honest though, in terms of what though? Because I think
just like going into the nitty gritty of how he's going to do everything, because he's gone into it, but I feel like not everyone understands.
It's like they're trying to show like the end result, but not the process of how to.
And he's going in for he's going in for rich people too much.
Yeah, see, that's the,
like, I don't like that. Like,
that's the one thing that I was gonna.
What if you became rich, like, and you're seeing this guy gunning for you?
That's one of the main things I don't like. He's doing Robin Hood. So basically, Robin Hood steal from the rich, give to the poor. And he's trying to... he's not... See, some people call him a communist dictator. But he's not that bad. He's not...
Stalin over here.
Yeah, he's not flipping... Yeah, he's not Joseph Stalin, and he's not flipping King Jong-un.
Or Mao.
Or any of them, man. He's not Hitler. He's not any of them, man. But people are... like
Hitler wasn't communist.
Yeah, but he was a dictator in that kind of dogmatic way, but you know what I mean? Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not history. That's not... No, but... I think what they try and do is they push like Corbyn's, like, I don't know, they keep pushing this whole anti-Semitic thing, but obviously that's bad. But He's been fighting for racism for whatever many years.
And again, Boris Johnson don't like Muslims, but you don't get to see anyone jumping on him.
That's the thing. And then when people do comment it, Boris Johnson just open with it.
Maybe that's what Corbyn should do. Just put it out there.
Yeah, but I don't know whether he is. And what I don't get is, how is this whole thing of him being anti-Semitic the main thing? Like, he's apologised before. Boris Johnson, he won't even apologise. Like, Boris Johnson's just an idiot.
One thing I definitely don't like about Boris is just all he's pushing is the whole Brexit thing.
Yeah,
Whereas at least I know this is the Brexit election, but I feel like at least Corbyn's coming in with, right, you're gonna put me in power. It's not just about Brexit. It's about what else we're gonna be able to do.
What we shouldn't be fucking up is the only thing you need to fuck about is, I'm gonna ask you, man, a question.
Go for it.
And this is for everyone who's listening to the podcast. How many man have you gone to the GP?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone.
How many man are sick? Everybody. How many people's parents have gone to the hospital? Everyone's used the NHS once in their life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't really care about anything else,
You're just bothered about the NHS.
bro. I don't really go to hospital that much, but there's points in the time in your life when you're born. You need the hospital.
It's true.
When you need to think of it as a newborn baby, between the ages of 1 to like 9 or 10. Yo, bro, I was visiting the hospital like it was a fucking playground. Like,
Them
so
sick notes.
you need to think about it.
Condition,
Both
innit?
of us.
Yeah.
So then you need to think of it, yeah. Imagine now, that was the case back then, and my mum had to pay that. A lot of people can't pay that. So then,
Never mind just that. Paying for an ambulance.
yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
If
Like,
you
so
could
if we
the
say
day,
now,
like America,
was it
man,
like
imagine.
was it 260 quid for?
yeah.
Did you see this is so joke. You see the tweet that someone posted? He said
Getting an Uber instead.
Yeah. He said, if I'm sick, I don't need to get an ambulance.
Makes
I'll
sense.
ring an Uber.
Do you know what they do in
instead.
Ireland though? Like if you ring an ambulance on like and they get there and no one's there, then they charge you.
They
I
should
think
do
that's-
that.
I
Yeah,
think
they
that's-
should do
start
that. Like,
doing that here.
But then I need to. You can't be risking all that shit, because at the end of the day, everything. The thing that makes the UK stand out is healthcare.
The national
You need to
health
think
service.
the NHS. It's our treasure, and a lot of people look at that and they want to try and build something like that. You shouldn't fuck around with something like that. So where people are like, oh, I might vote Tories, not. You want to lose health. You want to go sick when your nan's dying and she needs that doctor, and they're gonna give her a price. Funerals cost an arm and a leg. How are you gonna pay for a funeral and a fucking healthcare as well?
Yeah, people don't
So,
know all that.
don't
Like
fuck about with that, man.
I've got a mate of mine. I haven't spoken to her for like a while, to be fair. But you know, without the NHS, all these things, like she suffers from like obviously viral infections, pneumonia, and all stuff like that. But you know, without the NHS, like my mum works for the NHS, but without them, like a lot of us would be fucked.
Well,
like,
I thank the NHS because I was born with like a heart condition. And
swear?
like,
Me
and Josh.
we share
So
half. Our hearts become full hearts.
what, like Tony Stark? Joe with the little heart thing?
Oh yeah, and
Them
then we
ones.
become
Well, like,
Iron
yeah.
Man.
No, I don't mean like Iron
No,
Man, but
so-
like he has that arc.
So
thing
I
as
had
well,
a heart problem when I was born, and then got an operation. And literally, I go for like regular checkups every 2 years. Don't have to pay for anything. Like without that, imagine I'm having to pay for that. That's just long, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
especially if you haven't got that much money. So, not saying I don't have money, but like still.
yeah, but anyway, with
Again,
the,
you gotta be thankful, innit? Like,
Yeah.
can't mess around with that, man. They can't just get rid of it, like start selling it off, especially to people like Trump as well, who does not even care.
When
about
I seen
anyone.
that what was it, Jeremy Corbyn who exposed like a 450 something page
document
document about it, I was
Secret
like,
trade deal.
whoa.
Yeah. So basically that, I mean, obviously the people in the Conservative Party,
It'll take time before they could fully do it anyway.
Yeah.
But they'll do it like slowly. They'll chip away at it. It's
Yeah.
like another thing they said. They said they were going to build about something stupid like 10,000 council houses
Oh, yeah,
or something
yeah.
mad,
Done
and they've
shit.
not even done one.
Yeah, they've done jack shit.
So
Don't you remember
and they've been in power how many
This is
years?
Conservatives, isn't it?
Yeah.
So basically, I posted something on my story. If anyone follows me on Instagram as well, about like austerity. Austerity basically is just like the cutting. So it's the government, the Conservative Party's government. They've cut funding for like social services like police and all that kind of stuff, NHS and stuff. So they cut funds now so they can make a gain they save money in the short term for the long term. But there's nothing that's happened that has benefited from the long term, because like
I'd semi-get it, like, with the Conservatives if they were actually putting money into something that was beneficial to society, but I feel like they've not actually done anything.
Do you know what it is? It's because
I've not seen anything.
A lot of them do things for people like them. So if you're from like an elitist kind of background, then you'll benefit from it. But if you're just like a everyday kind of working class person, then you're not gonna see the same benefits. You're not gonna reap the same reward. So that's why a lot of people are like, oh no, push for Corbyn. But the only, like, I'm not against Corbyn or Labour or anything like that.
I'm a Corbynite.
Corbyn for Graham.
Yeah, man.
What's it a Corbynite?
What's it? Is it Corbynito?
Corbynite.
Corbynite.
Corbynite, man. Fuck it. You know what, yeah.
Sound like a Beyonce fan with the beehives.
You know what, I rate Jeremy Corbyn because he marks himself the target for the young people. He smashed it.
But he's clever though, because he knows.
Fucking clever.
Anyone who's conservative, not anyone, but the people normally from conservative background in this kind of country, they're probably already in a kind of wealthy kind of background. Not everyone, but the majority, and they tend to be the older ones who live their life and stuff. So obviously he had to come and get all the other people who were up and coming.
It's a bit mad though, because like a lot of the older people would have seen what the Conservatives like when it was Margaret Thatcher and how bad it was then. So like
the world was different though, so I don't know what that kind of world was like. And like I don't know how the prices of things were. Like, what's that, the 70s? The 70s and 80s. Freddos are still 5p. Freddos are probably free back then.
Yeah, they were probably like 1p.
I don't even think Freddos were bad back then.
I'm gonna keep quiet now.
Nah, do you know what? Nah, to be honest, Freddos have been about for like 25 years.
I thought it was longer.
Oh no, but that would have been the 90s though.
Yeah, that's 90s. Like
true.
exactly.
I forgot my age. I was like, whoa.
When was she? 80s, is it?
Yeah.
It's like
Margaret Thatcher's
it's like was it late 70s, 80s?
The punk era.
Let me find out.
The punk era. I only know all this because I did it in art one time.
It's mad because
Jamie Reid.
Someone said I was 1970s England's class as the punk.
Yeah.
I thought it was like.
I
thought punk was 90s.
Oh yeah, so she
she
was prime minister from the 79 to the 90s.
Yeah. So
So when was Freddo's come on?
Man's actually researching.
I just want to know.
Seriously though, because we can't be. This is gonna sound kind of not daft, but you know if like the Conservatives win and then they push through Brexit, you know, like little things like obviously we live by that. You know, like when you go to the shop and you want like a ripe mango and they imported it from like South Africa or something. Is the price of mangoes and plantain and stuff gonna go up? Because if it is, I'm gonna be vexed.
I don't think we should be scared of Brexit. It's about actually getting a good deal done.
Yeah, but Boris Johnson, I think he's not fussed if they have a deal or no deal.
I think he just wants to get something done.
Boris Johnson ain't the right person to push that deal.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But if the Conservatives get through, then it's him pushing it. And then it's a no. If he then pushes for a no deal, which means we don't have any deals or trade or anything, you have to set up everything.
Yeah, it can't be a no deal because people didn't vote for a Brexit with no deal. That's what it comes down to. No one voted Brexit for no deal.
But Corbyn was saying
that's not how it was like thrown at people.
No, they can do because they were saying. I'm sure they were saying
everyone that voted. Everyone that
everyone
voted Brexit, like for it to happen, did not vote for it to be a no deal Brexit.
I thought that was up to the politicians.
No, they got misled.
Yeah.
That's what the big fuss is about.
All I need to know
because that was when they threw it out there, like, oh, Brexit, like, this is what's gonna happen, this is what's gonna happen, this is what's gonna happen, and then when it's happening now, no one wanted a no deal because a no deal literally means there's no rules in place.
Yeah.
So, and that's not what people vote. That's not what people wanted Brexit for.
I'm not here to be importing mangoes for £5.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, we had juicy mango.
That's nice, brother. I'm gonna be flogging on eBay for £15 a mango because of inflation.
I don't even want to try and get a visa to fucking Ibiza.
Nah, seriously.
Imagine if you
they'll find a way. They'll find a way for you not to have a visa to go to Ibiza.
No, they won't. They will allow us to go and then charge us €45 for water.
That's what they'll do. There's too many men out there. Too many English people. They'll find a way, man.
Trying to buy Maggie cubes and it costs £7 for a bag of Maggie cubes because
that's a ban on Maggie cubes though.
Yeah, because of the cancer link and stuff or whatever.
Chemicals and everything.
73 for them Freddo bars.
73p.
No, 1973.
I was about to say
oh,
73p.
Not introduced into the UK. Yeah. So,
Yeah, so we were kind of right there. I'm gonna slap you this spread over.
That was actually so sick.
What did you say?
Nothing, I can't
Don't
repeat
worry
it.
about it. It's
But
okay.
you have to listen to the podcast.
Netflix and chill.
Fred, ask Fred, you know.
Trust man. Ask Fred. Yeah, man. At least you're talking about Fredo, not that fake Brazilian that plays for Man U, man. Fuck.
What about my man, Fred?
That's what I'm saying. That
No,
fake Brazilian.
I'm talking about the one that got your dates.
Oh, first stage Fred. No, man. Big up Fred, you know.
Hey,
Big up
man like
Pascal.
Fred. Pascal.
Yo.
Yeah, man.
Paddy. That's your dad.
Yeah,
Shout
big up Fred. Fred was cool, man. He's a cool guy. That's Fred from First Dates, if no one knows. But yeah, he's a cool. Not the Fred.
Actually, let's talk about your first date.
I think it's about time.
Yo!
Welcome. I'm an entertainer. I was like, yes! Mom was like, yeah. That's my bro.
Tesky from
Always doing the shuffle in it.
Do you know what that thing actually is? People ask me about that. I didn't say I was from Manchester. At the time when I applied, we was living there. But I said I'm from Liverpool. They just kept it from
Manchester.
I remember watching with my mum and she's like, hey. I was like, hey. I was like, what's up? Is that your friend? It's funny because when I was in New York.
But didn't you tell her?
Yeah, I did. But my mom called me when I was in New York and she was like, yo. I was like, what's up? She's like, your friend. He was on BBC.
Yeah.
Thinking, yeah, he's on the BBC. But he's talking politics. She's like, aren't you informed? I was like,
I'm sorry, man.
I was like, I don't even know politics like that, man. Yeah. And then she's like, what about Trezor? I was like, this is not our show.
Nah, trust.
if I was on radio, I'd be sweating me.
That was just opportunity, man. It's the universe giving me the opportunities, man.
Amen.
They want me to be speaking on politics.
I receive it.
Yeah. I deliver it. I'm delivering now. But they want me. Yeah, they're out here. They want me to be speaking on politics on BBC Radio Mez and but I want to be speaking about sport and other stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, you know I'd love that, but
exactly.
It's true.
But yeah, what were you saying about first date anyway?
Would you do it again?
What, go on that again or go on something else again?
nah, he needs to do something bigger now. You need
Yeah,
to
but
go
I'm not trying to
X
get
on
on
the beach.
I'm
or
not trying to get on
Love
the
Island.
Nah, you don't have that kind of juice. They'll find a way to make you a token. That's why I threw in the group today. That don't going on Love Island has no business.
What's it called, Kenya?
Yeah, he has
No,
no
man, he could grow, man.
Yeah, Kenya?
He
Is
has,
that his name?
yeah, he has
Oh, man.
no business. It's like just leave it for fear 500s in it.
Yeah.
People just need to accept that Love Island ain't for black people. I like watching. I'm being honest.
No,
I
to be
like
honest, he has
watching white TV like that, man. I'm like, yo, Geordie Shore. If they threw a black cast member in there, I was like, whoa.
No, I know what you mean. There's a certain kind of demographic, or there's certain type of people that they throw in that kind of show. And obviously, even if I was in that show, I don't have enough kind of X's of that kind of.
To do a Mazzolina
yeah,
like
to
that
do a
for
Mazza like that, like mine, the kind of norm, or they'll have to make it up, like make me like basically create a persona for myself, and I wouldn't even. I'm not that type of person. For me to be like speaking on politics, and then next minute I'm coming out of the water. And
I can imagine. I can imagine now.
It would be funny.
Wait. Dang. Message. Oh my God. We all need to head to the beach. And then Tezza comes out to the water.
He's put two programs into one.
Oh, I know, yeah, they do that. They go.
Tablets of terror. That's it.
And they like go to the beach. And then Tezza starts shuffling out to the water. He just starts kicking it like it's step up. I was like, he's out here. And then the girl looks at him and is like, oh my God. And they're like, what's up? It's my fucking ex. Oh, Tezza. And then Tezza comes over like slapping him, Tezza, and he go, is that your full name? Yeah. He's like, Tezza. You're like, Tezza? You're like, yeah, Tezza. Are you sure that's your first name? Yeah, Teza. Then he's like, oh yeah, you just sound like. I'm just here because Lucy's a fucking bitch. But you know what? I'm gonna shove my way into another girl's bed. And then he's like, yeah. And then
Who's Lucy?
I don't know.
Hypothetical name, man.
Oh, Megan.
Stop dropping people in this one.
Oh, Rebecca.
Stop dropping in this one.
Oh,
There's no fucking Lucy's here, man.
I'm just thinking of a generic name.
No, before you say someone's name.
I'm thinking
You
shit.
said enough there,
Munir is a joker.
Yeah, he is right.
And then fuck, you know.
So fast. You need to stop laughing.
You need to stop talking.
I'm not saying anything.
But you say someone's actual name, man.
So then
Yeah.
I can see it now. And then Trey comes in and be like, oh yeah, I slept with your ex. Bro, you wanna fight me, bro? That's what how Ex on the Beach
Nah, it
goes
is,
down.
yeah. But they wouldn't throw in someone like Drake. They would throw in someone.
All their exes all smash the same click.
Yeah.
Everyone in it, when it comes up with the dots.
Oh yeah, with the.
There's like 7
exes,
man now
yeah.
smacked one thing. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
do this.
Do you remember when it got to like the third series? And then like
Yo.
that Ben and all them lot, like, and
Bro.
that's
I'm
when,
not gonna
that's when
lie,
it starts to get. But that's when it was good.
We used to be live. We used to be live. We used to sit around and make a film night of flipping Ex on the Beach, bro. We used to
Yo, that was
live,
sick.
man. That was actually
When we
live.
used to watch Ex on the Beach and Love Island.
On Thursday.
No,
Nah,
it was Ex on the Beach and Geordie Shore.
Geordie Shore. Back to
First
back.
date. It became first date.
Then we used to watch First Date.
And then one day we were sat there, and then Josh was like, "Let's sign you up for the first dates."
Yeah.
It's kind of my idea as well. I said, but he pushed it. He was the
I
one
pushed it, I
like,
pushed it.
yeah.
Pushed
Need
it,
to
was like,
sign
you know,
him
we need to sign mine up. Then I thought, you know what, fuck it, if mine can do it, I can do it. Now I'm starting to think about it. I don't know if it's for me to.
Nah, don't do it.
It's
not fair, bro.
But we need to get that plug in for the pod. So, yo.
We get Fred on the...
Get Fred. To go.
Get Fred
You know he's got his own podcast?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he talks about though.
Yeah.
Have you listened to it?
Nah, I haven't listened to it.
This one.
I haven't listened to it, you know. I might have a little gander, to be fair.
What?
What are you saying?
That's French, innit?
Yeah, but man said it completely wrong.
What did
You trying to say voulez-vous coucher?
Voulez-vous coucher
Oh,
avec moi?
What's my
Ce
thing?
soir.
Bro.
You know,
Are you singing that?
voulez-vous coucher là?
Have you heard this?
Man. Do you know
did a remix,
you know the very first French I ever learned?
What was it?
It's from the Vavavoom.
What's French for
It's cool.
Hey Johnny, hey Bobby, why is the French for Vavavoom? Is it je ne sais quoi? Yo, Vavavoom is cool.
Man like Thierry,
I don't
man.
even make the rules.
Yo, I've heard fucking it used to be lit, man.
Yo,
No, I don't.
He's just got a catalogue in his
Nah, I
head,
swear
hasn't
you got a catalog
You
of every
remember them to
I've
the
heard
T.
one.
because no, do you know what? Do you want to hear actual? This is actually gonna make a lot of sense. So adverts back then shaped the career that I'm in now.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
looking at ads and stuff, especially like there was one, the Vavavoom one, Jogo Benito and the Guinness Extra Code. Dun, 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 dun.
That was sick, that one.
Bro, that was
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
remember that one.
cold.
I remember that one.
And I'll never forget them. And I was like, shit, I want to make ads. And then this is how I came up to my like uni choices and what I wanted to do in life. Like, shit, I want to make content or I want to do stuff creative. And then boom, that's how it came from it. But yeah, they've always had like a proper imprint. So I kind of rate them ads because they shaped my life choices, to be honest, and what career I want to do.
Yeah, like what Trey was saying before about Jogo Benito adverts, man. They were the best.
Bro, they were fucking
Football adverts have
wavy.
always been the best one.
They're not anymore though.
They don't really
On a bit.
push
They
it.
don't really
Everything's
do it,
social
do they?
media based, so TV is not really the main avenue to like promote people. It's more so like social, and on top of that, it's not even like, you know, like when you used to watch adverts, you'd be like, I don't know, it's almost like unveiling something you don't know. Now there's so much information, you just like
bypass it.
Yeah, you just go past it already. But
Yeah.
so everything's already like just there for you to like take in, which is it's not fun no more.
No, do you know, but it's mad because I don't watch TV no more. Like,
I watch YouTube.
but the thing is,
YouTube's now streaming things like live now as well, isn't it?
how do you man watch YouTube? Because I put on YouTube and leave the thing on the chest and I just listen to the audio. I don't watch.
What do you mean on-
Yeah, I've seen you do that. It's a bit weird.
Oh, in the gym.
No,
bro.
Yeah, so basically, like you'll be watching a podcast, But instead of watching the podcast,
he's just
listening to it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, but he's not asked about watching the video.
Everything on YouTube I don't watch.
Everything.
Wait,
Even your Dragon Ball Z
Only
stuff.
anime I watch.
Right, okay.
That's the only time I give concentration. That's
Yeah,
Sunday.
that's 'cause you have to.
Sunday,
You need to know
Sunday
the
is
Japanese.
delegated for that. But anything else when it comes to YouTube, I do not watch.
Yeah, but if you're listening to if they're
Bro,
podcasting,
it's not even just a podcast. Anything. I don't like to watch it. I don't know. I don't like watching stuff. I think it's a lot of trash. I could just throw it there and just listen. I think I take it more with my ears. If I was sat there and I have to look at it, I don't think I'll pay attention. It's crazy.
It's easy to get distracted.
Yeah, but I feel like I just don't really care for what people say. So it's better that
you're,
I'm
like,
just
listening.
Yeah.
That's why you do podcasts.
Yeah, man. It's mad because it's actually mad about the podcast though. I watch the videos of our podcast and then I'm like, oh, that's funny, and then I go back and listen to the actual thing. So I can't listen to the audio in work.
Why?
Because I laugh too much.
Oh, okay.
I'm giggling like a schoolgirl.
Nah, it is actually funny.
It's so funny.
People, do you know, shout out to Callum. Callum was telling me, I was in Yemen's with Callum.
Yeah.
He was telling me he was on his desk. And
Also,
he had to,
shout out to other Callum as well.
which other Callum?
Callum from Ends. Callum, Jacob and Callum. Forgot his last name.
Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Callum,
yeah.
Callum's die-hard fan.
Yeah, he's a die-hard
Yeah.
fan. Callum told...
You missed this train.
He missed his train.
Yeah.
Because he was listening to the podcast too much. And he was getting too into it that he missed the stop, and then he had to tell his boss in work.
To be fair, I listen to it when I'm like counting stocks. So I'm like,
Right.
0.0.
I don't know how you managed to do that, but
I
yeah.
can't concentrate, but it's funny, isn't it?
But yeah, what were you saying about the podcast? So you have to listen to it, and you have to watch it and then listen to it.
Yeah, I watched, so like the visuals today, so I didn't listen to Baba Black Sheep till I watched the videos, and I was like, oh, because I totally forgot what I said about Baba Black Sheep. So when we was talking about the alpaca, I was laughing like I never said it. What? I've been laughing like, right, did I actually say that? And then I went back and listened to it, and I was like, oh shit. Because when Trey, it's like, I told you my memory's done.
Yeah.
So then it's like, I listened to it like I've never heard it again. But it's good.
No,
It's
to be
good.
honest, we did do it like 2 in a row.
Yeah.
So like we reversed the order so that one was the first one we done. So it wasn't as fresh in our minds, in our memories as like the
I just thought it
one.
was funny, man. When I was like, shit, man. Didn't realise we'd said all this.
Bro, I didn't realise it was tough jokes. Like I was actually in stitches. It was actually funny. But it's good. No, I think the podcast is coming along well. Like,
Also, thank you to
progress.
everyone that listens, to be fair. A lot of people that I didn't know that listen. So it's kind of good because it's given now people more of a deeper insight of how we feel and what we say, and just the general chit chat of making people laugh or giving some sort of insight. Because do you know what's mad? People are learning some shit as well. But
I've been told, some girl told me that ours podcast is quite educational.
Yeah.
There's stuff every week that she hears that she just didn't know.
She didn't know, so it's done in a funny way, but at least you're coming from it. Because I feel like that's what a podcast's meant to be. I would listen to podcasts to learn stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't really listen to podcasts to be like, if I haven't really taken something back from it, why should I really go into it?
Yeah.
So you need to think, people are a sponge. You take in everything. So if you're taking into this and you're like, you know what, we've learned something and we're growing as a unit, we're growing. So your front left unit, we're growing as a team, innit?
It's true.
100. But I think we've hit time, innit?
Yeah, I prepared this or that.
1:15.
Yeah, this or that, and then we go home and eat some jollof.
Okay.
I'm so hungry. Trey, don't say cheeks either.
I weren't gonna say cheeks.
No, man.
Oh.
Whiskey business in these ends.
Okay, so yeah, this or that. Okay, Porsche or Tesla?
Porsche.
Ross, what the?
Yeah, you asked us last time?
Nah, I said
you
Lamborghini or
Yeah,
something.
I
Or
All right,
Ferrari.
I Porsche, man.
Porsche or Tesla? Rah, shout out to Elon Musk. Doing the thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Tesla.
Tesla, man. You just follow. You just buying it. I'm gonna call this now, because everyone's gonna buy Tesla. The rise of inflation is gonna go up even more. Tesla is another business model like Apple. The way shit's gonna get more expensive.
They're already
Trust
like
me.
40k anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but watch when mans are gonna start, Chinese men are all gonna be standing in line sleeping for Tesla releases.
Tesla.
Yo,
Tesla off-white.
There's gonna be a Tesla store in every city. Watch. Wait, the way Apple people clap for new iPhones, people be tapping for new Teslas. I'm calling it now.
Okay. Halloween or New Year's?
New Year's.
I've never done New Year's.
I've not done one in a while.
The one New Year's that I done was circus in the art school.
Oh, you man went with Simba.
That was New Year's Day.
Yeah, New Year's Day.
Still New Year's though.
Still New Year's.
If it's New Year's Day, when we went Richie on,
yeah,
that was
special.
cold.
When was this? It was me, him, and Jordan. It was our
like,
last minute.
I literally come home. I was like, Tessa, I was like, yo.
I was in work. I was like, finished
you
early.
wanna come griller? Then I was like to Jordan, you wanna go griller?
Yeah.
It was only like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we got the tickets an hour and a half before we started.
Got train, come back, boom. Turned out it was the coldest rave I've ever been to.
Yo,
rhythm from start to
bangers, like
you could even hear the rhythm from outside.
It was actually a mad thing.
Yeah.
What do you man do New Year's, man?
Yo, that was 2015 Richie.
15 going into 16.
Yeah, bro, it was. Bro, what I mean,
that was the first time I properly heard Pyrocopy as well.
Yeah,
Pyrocopy.
It was a rhythm.
Yo, I need to. If you got like a set,
there's no set.
There's no set.
That set. The Jamie Jones We Are Festival set. That is lost forever.
When did we go? We Are
2017. We went 2015.
Yeah.
And 2017. That Jamie Jones set, boy. And then Elro the first year. Solardo set when everyone was burst and the heat got us with the fan.
What, the one in Liverpool or?
No,
the one.
That's the first one I went to. Oh, yo,
the first
bro,
that one.
That was mad.
When we all died, he struggled.
Bro, but it was wait.
That was.
Do you know what's mad? If I told you,
I missed out on that one. Man.
Do you know what? Going in at the beginning, it was semi-dead.
Yeah,
but that's how it was with the
no, you don't understand.
It was empty because we went to Kaluki. There was no one there.
It was dead, and then I don't know who was playing first, but they were playing trash. They were actually playing trash.
Yeah.
Then we went to the main room, and it was Eats Everything. Eats Everything.
Yeah.
And they were playing trash. I was like, everyone's banging on about this Elro business. Went back. I think it was Salad. No, who was on before?
They had WAF, and they had
WAF was at the end.
No, that's you're talking about the second year. They had WAF.
No, WAF was at the end of the first year.
They had someone back to back.
So maybe it was WAF back to back and then WAF again at the end.
Maybe, yeah.
But then when it came on,
when Salado was on,
and then when Salado jumped on,
it was madness.
Temperature changed.
It was a madness.
Bro, I'm telling you, yeah.
I've never been so hot. I took off my top and it was too hot. I had to put it back on, you know, because my skin was just burning. And, bro, it was
rhythm.
sick.
I've never been.
It was
sick. That's all-time rave.
Right.
And then wait there, one more.
Which one?
Hideout 2016. The first day when we got there.
When everyone passed out. When everyone was oi.
It was so
Connor
much
fell
rhythm.
asleep, had to go
Everybody
home.
died.
I blacked out. I woke up. It was 6 in the morning. I didn't know what had happened.
Wow.
Yeah, that was power.
Rhythm.
Yeah, that was something different.
100%.
Tiny Temper or Tinchy Strider?
Tiny Temper.
Tinchy Strider, bro.
Why do you mention Tiny Temper?
Nah, because you reminded me the other day, yeah. Because you're talking about a rave, we went to way back.
Way back when we went to see Tinchy.
We were like 15.
I remember back in the day, wrote bars to his little thing.
You wrote about Edgy used to spit bars, you know, Edgy from the line. Moschino or Gucci?
Gucci.
That's a Scouse man.
To be fair,
Gucci,
Moschino is like £100 cheaper, so it's calm.
I think Moschino's better,
still expensive. To be honest, some of the fitting's a bit mad.
Yeah.
The fitting is a bit mad.
It is mad.
Because you can so then I don't know.
They say medium, they fit like extra.
Yeah, I don't know Gucci stuff.
No, I don't.
So
I think it's tacky.
Some of my Moschino stuff, the fitting is a bit mad, but at the same time, I like it. So the quality is a lot better. So I'm gonna say Moschino.
Okay. Chicken fried rice or shrimp fried rice?
Shrimp fried rice.
Shrimp one.
Young chow fried rice.
Yeah, you got me.
Man knows the thing. Shrimp was better.
Don't know
Okay.
what that was, but
Air Jordans or Yeezys?
Air Jordans.
Air Jordans.
Yeah, well, yeah, I give
That-
it to Air
that
Jordans.
is?
No,
Oh,
I was deliberating in my head. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Taking it back.
Right, NC.
NSYNC.
Boys.
NC, because they had that one track that was
The
a banger.
Backstreet Boys.
Plus, Justin Timberlake was the first one to do blackfishing.
What?
Well, no, he wasn't. With that curly hair.
Yeah, but that's his curly hair.
Yo, Justin Timberlake ain't the same Justin Timberlake no more. Man used to call, I'm JT, man. I was out here, man. I was out here like, he's not about that life.
Okay. Pep Guardiola or Jose Mourinho?
Yo, Pep's my
Pep.
boy.
Pep.
Pep.
You know,
Pep is my
Numero
guy.
uno.
I feel like saying football.
Pep's one more, man.
I feel like saying football. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're both.
Fraudiola with his bald head.
Twice!
And Jose.
Twice!
Twice. Handball, twice. Shut up. 2-1, Marcus Rashford, MR10. Within Shaw's finest. I just have to say that because there's bare people from Manchester.
Who's going to do it this weekend?
Hey? Who's going to do it?
Uber.
A City playing Arsenal? Oh, sorry about that, lad. Sorry. Anyway, Nike or Adidas or Adidas, however you want to say it.
Wait. You said Marcus Rashford to Adidas and...
No, he was just like.
No, I'm
rating
saying because
man like Marcus
United just beat
scoring.
City. Yeah.
Come with that sponsor.
Nike or Adidas, I said.
Nike.
Nike.
But it depends. Because Adidas trackies are the best trackies. Then Nike trainers are better than Adidas.
Okay. LA or Miami?
LA or Miami.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I need to...
I reckon
Because of
Miami
both.
would be
I
better.
reckon Miami
than
would
LA.
be better.
I could.
Is
I've
it?
never been, but I reckon
Vice.
Miami would be better
I
than
think that
LA.
Miami would be
Vice
madness.
City.
I feel like there's just
I think
something
it'd be
about
madness.
Miami.
Yeah.
It's just that Will Smith song.
Welcome to Miami.
With
Yeah.
Eva Mendes.
Was Eva Mendes
Was
in
it
it?
Eva Mendes?
Oh, that's the film you joking?
No, she
In the
is.
video?
Yeah, in the video.
I thought that was Hitch.
Nah, Eva Mendes is in the video
I
of
didn't
Miami.
even know that, you know.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Oh, mad.
Miami.
Yeah,
She's
paying.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Nikki.
Oi! That video!
That's why I brought it up. Nah, I'm going Cardi
What?
B.
Yo, Cardi B went to
in
Africa.
Nigeria?
Oh,
Fifth
yeah.
Garden
the
after
continental
as well.
records.
Yeah, she's performing in
Bro,
Lagos.
The videos
I
you showing me?
Yeah.
Nobody
Fucking
leaves
sexy.
Nigerians like that.
With the strippers and stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think they must
Yeah.
have put it on for her because I sent it to everyone.
Yeah.
Everybody. Every Nigerian can find. Because you don't understand how baffled I am. That
Yeah, it's
when
mad.
you sent it to me, I thought it was America.
Yeah.
Then he was like Nigeria. Then I sent it to Sky. Then he's like, huh? And then Sky sent it to Izzy. And he's like, huh? He's like, everyone's like, Nigerians have strippers. Sent it to my cousin. It's like, yo, I'm going for this one. And then he's like, whoa. Bro, I don't even know what that was.
Maybe.
Even the
but
girl didn't even look Nigerian.
some of them look like they flew them from some
Yeah, from a
man.
different country.
But-
I was seeing nipple piercings and stuff. I'm like, Nigerians know about nipple piercings. Like, it's not even Nigerians born here. It's Nigerian.
Yeah, one's there.
Wow.
But yeah,
That
nah.
was in some imported totty.
pretty. Nigeria's pretty. The way she said it. But yeah, that was the end of this or that for this.
Oh, yeah.
Got any plugs or anything to shout? Any shout outs for people? Any plugs?
Follow me on Instagram, innit? Josh_.
Bro, everyone follows you on Instagram from this
hell,
podcast,
man.
man.
Yo, shut up, big man. Hating is a disease. Hating is a disease.
I'm not hating.
First of all, let me just say some things, innit? My boy Tezza,
Yeah.
What about me?
he's looking for a wife.
Oh, my days.
When will you marry?
When will you
When will you marry? When will you marry? Yo, when will you marry?
I nearly choked. Yeah, man, what Josh says, I'm looking for a wifey. I was promoting myself today because, you know, I was cooking and that.
Yeah, what was that meat?
Nah, jackfruit, man.
Is it jackfruit? It looked like meat. It looked good.
Thanks. It was
Well
good.
done.
Thank you.
Come on.
Well done.
Actually, I thought it was meat. I 100% thought
I need to try
it
that.
did look like meat.
It was. Do you know what? I actually outdid myself. Sometimes when I cook some stuff, it looks better than what it tastes like. Even though it still tastes good, but that banged.
That's the next one, man. Come down with me, man.
Nah, fuck that. No, but what I do actually want to do is I want to bring out a recipe book though. I do actually want to bring a recipe book.
Okay.
Just like 5 to 10 recipes for people to make at home.
So you the 2020 version of Ainsley Harriott?
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say Joe Wicks. I said Ainsley Harriott.
Man said Joe Wicks. How can that be? Only Ainsley, bro. Only
Ainsley Harriott of all people.
He's ready, steady, cooked, guys.
That's mad.
Yo.
But yeah, no, I actually do want to do that. Just a quick, easy one. Probably a digital one, ebook. I might even sell it, but I'll sell it for cheap.
Okay.
Plant-based goodness, all that good fun. But anyway, yeah, that was a Front Left podcast.
Yo.
Plug yourself. What was your Instagram?
Obviously, you got me, Josh, _LFTS.
Mr. Risk It All, Mr. Alpaca.
I ain't looking to risk nothing now. Time to be on the straight from the one.
Fair enough.
Yummy.
Yep. Nah, I'm saying. Go on.
Trey LVP, man.
Trey LVP.
And follow the pod, Front Left Podcast.
On the Twitter as well.
Come on.
Which is, what's the Twitter again?
Front Left Pod.
That's the one.
Hashtag FrontleftMondays.
Yeah, FrontleftMondays is
Hashtag
actually the
FrontleftofAllConversations as
and
well.
then, come on, bro, before you plug
What,
in.
Monet 45 or whatever it is.
Is that your Insta?
I think it's Monet
Sakim 45.
Okay.
Bro doesn't even know
it's
his
long.
own
No
ID.
one
Don't
can
worry.
even. No one's even gonna get to spell that. anyway.
Nah, it's cool.
Don't do
do
it. It's not. It's not
called the Mighty
MONIR. It's not that. It's MOUNIR.
Yeah, because Josh known Munir for time, but still spells his name wrong.
Yo, that's what you call true friendship.
Yeah, and
Come
me,
on, G.
Teski for everything. That's TEZSK with double I, not one I, double I.
Okay.
Double I.
Anyways, see you guys next week.
Peace.
And if not, actually, when this drops,
Let's hope it's Labour.
Do the right thing.
yeah, Labour. And I was gonna say it's Christmas, but it's not Christmas. I was gonna say Happy Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. But yeah, calm.
Peace.
It's done.